All right. Stream is getting started. What is up, YouTube? Kind of feels weird. I'm talking without headphones in. It kind of feels weird. Just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Feels a little weird, though. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so we got the AMA in a minute. Not even a minute, but in 8 minutes. So if you are watching this playback, then make sure you just go ahead 8 minutes or whatever, and then you can listen to the playback or get straight to the AMA. Yeah, man. Hopefully this AMA is good. I think it's gonna be a good AMA though. I do think it's gonna be a good AMA. My hopes are high, but at the same time, rightfully so. I believe in this. I like this AMA. You got some good news coming up. We're gonna learn more about NFT Marketplace. We're gonna learn more about Creator. We're gonna learn more about the Safe Moon partnership. What exactly do they have planned with the Safe Moon partnership? They gave us a little bit. They gave us a little bit of information stating that the Safe Moon partnership is going to provide 3 billboards in Salt Lake City, Utah. Salt Lake City and Utah. You got the thing you got the billboard in Dallas, Texas too, and then you also got the Chicago, Illinois billboard coming up. And with all that, you also got the Safe Moon swap and exchange. So you got some good stuff coming up. It better be, or I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, kid oob. I'm coming for you. What you mean? I'm coming for you if it ain't good. But I'm just messing with you. But what's it called? The NFT Marketplace is also coming up. What's up, Tattoo? You got the NFT Marketplace coming up too, and then you got more. They said more. They said more, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are. I'm gonna see if I can actually do something. No, I'm not gonna do it until stream starts. Let's get it, Tattoo. Let's go, EverGrow. Yeah, shout out to you, Jay. What's up, Jay? How you doing today? How you doing, bro? I'm doing good, bro. I got a programming assignment due. I'm kind of done. I just have like this one calculation that's not working correctly, and it's taking a while to fix it. So I might like just let it slide and go on to the second part of the problem. But yeah, bro. Yeah. So my day is good as far as school goes. As far as personally, I was gonna say it's up in the air, but at the same time, I'm pretty happy. I'm still happy. Just a little thing off to the side that I'm thinking about. And then Reflex or what? What's up, Jay? Yeah, Reflex is doing. I'm gonna do a video on Reflex. I think if you watched the stream yesterday, then you understand what happened yesterday. If you watched the stream yesterday, you understood what happened with Reflex yesterday. For those who are not aware, we're gonna make it quick. We're gonna keep it on EverGrowCoin, but I'm gonna first state what happened with Reflex, because there are some people that are joining the stream who are not familiar with what happened with Reflex and just saying like the FUD out there. What happened with Reflex was basically the pre-sale sold out in less than 2 minutes, or whatever, right? It sold out in less than 2 minutes. People were upset or whatever. They at least wanted some more. They wanted more Reflex. They wanted a higher BNB. And when you think about it, it does make sense for them not. I thought more on it. It made sense for them not to do a higher BNB, because you do want that initial launch price to be like somewhat like attractable for people that couldn't get into the pre-sale or whatever. So they did. So then they ended up launching yesterday. What happened was everybody was waiting for the launch. You had $10 million in trading volume in 1 minute. I'm not capping. There was $10 million or $18 million within 1 minute for Reflex's public launch. And that bumped the price it bumped the market cap from 910,000 to $35 million. And it bumped up and obviously that's going to bump up the price, and it broke 2 zeros at launch. So when people were, and all those people were trying to buy, and PancakeSwap can't guarantee you what price you're going to get in at. They can just say, you know, there's a lot of volatility. This is how crypto works or whatever. So the amount you buy or whatever may be less. Well, people were buying, and they ended up buying like, they put in like 11 BNB at once and bought, and they only got like 20 billion tokens worth. Well, tough thing is, someone that had a lot of tokens, I'm pretty sure it was like a couple whales or whatever that got in at the pre-sale. They dipped out. They took their profits, and then you saw a huge plummet in the price or whatever. And that's what happened to Reflex Finance, for those who have questions on that. But not all the whales sold. I want to do more research on it and figure out what exactly. You had like three sales over 100K. 3 sales over 100K, but there was, in that small period of time though, in that 1 minute, someone did buy $170,000 worth of Reflex Finance. So there was some big buys. There was $170,000 bought. There was 70,000, 80,000, 50,000, and then a lot of $10,000, $1,000 buys and stuff like that. But yeah. So the price tanked. The price did not. In the first minute, the price went up like crazy, and then 2 minutes later, those people was like 2 zeros broken. I don't know what to do with this kind of money, and just sold. Or yeah, they just sold. I mean, they probably expected to wait like 3 hours, or not 3 hours. They probably expected to wait 5 days or whatever until the AMA. I saw the AMA tweet. Until they was going to see like 2 zeros broken, but they saw it broken in that short period of time and said, "Oh shoot, I'm taking my money and dipping." But yeah, so that's Reflex Finance's update. A little quick one for y'all. Now we're on EverGrowCoin though. We're on Crater. We're on NFT Marketplace. We're on the EGC, or the Safe Moon Partnership, and we're on more as well. So maybe we might. I don't think we're gonna get. I would love to get some dates in today's AMA. Yeah, they dipped. They dipped. Not just the price, but the whales, or a couple of the whales dipped. But they're still well chilling and waiting. There's a lot of whales holding. There is a lot of whales holding. I'm not just capping. You can look at the what's it called? You can look at BSC scan and tell there's a lot of whales holding. No problem, Jay. But yeah, I really hope to see it. I really hope to get some. I don't know if we're gonna get any dates, but I would love to get some dates. If not a date, I want a date. We got a date for the Safe Moon Partnership, or like the day that EverGrowCoin is gonna be listed on their exchange. We do not have a date for when Staking Pool, Crater, or NFT Marketplace is gonna happen. And we might get some news on some new exchanges. We might get listed on some new exchanges as well today. So yeah, good news all around, guys. We might have an exchange listing. We might. I'm not saying we are. I'm saying we might. Because they said and more. So and more makes me think of Staking Pool, exchange listings, or just like not minuscule things, but like under the radar type things. You know what I mean? Let's see if the AMA started yet. There we go. Yep, it started. Join the space.
Now I'll probably say it again. I'll probably say it again later.
Thank you for the $20.
We're taking a few questions at the end.
Wells probably
have questions, please make them about the topics that are discussed today. Anything minor can be answered by our Discord.
I cannot thank you enough for that, tattoo.
Moderators and Telegram moderators.
Wells probably when
you can DM our community page with those. Also, if you have AMA questions, I'll be looking through.
Let me do this. I want to put the
Discord section where you can put your AMA questions, and if you want to DM our community Twitter, it is @EverCommunity. If you want to DM that, I have someone going through and going to be looking for questions to give me that are relatable to this AMA. So if you have questions there, please DM them, have someone go through them. We want to make sure we get some good questions that go over the entire project. And we can always answer the minor ones, on some Twitter spaces. We want to make this one for a lot of new people and go over as much information as possible. And we got Jacob up here. We've got Previn up here. So we got Previn as our dev. We got Jacob, our operations manager. How you doing, Jacob?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Paul. How are you guys?
Okay. Hopefully it works.
Very good. How are you doing?
Great, great. It's been a while since we meet with the community, so I hope you guys
The heck?
enjoy this stuff.
What I also want to do is like move over here, have the chat over here. Well, hey, I'll spam chat up real quick. Spam chat up so I can see if it's working. This is weird. Boom. I'm gonna leave it real quick because the audio is not working. Boom. 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 There we go. Audio should work now.
One question because we want to make this as efficient as possible, and
Sam's
we don't
talking.
vet the questions.
All right, I'm gonna mute
beforehand,
myself.
so
Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you
what's gonna
guys.
come. Please be nice to us. No foul
Make sure to
language,
leave a like.
etc. But do just ask one question because we sometimes have people ask 3 or 4 questions, and I can't remember the first question by the time I get to the end of the answer. I can't remember the second few. So bear in mind, for me, I'm in Dubai at the moment, and it's 10 o'clock at night.
I'm gonna repeat
just-
that to everyone after you're done because the new people come in. So I'll definitely repeat that so everyone knows.
Great.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's so nice to see everybody. I mean, I know we haven't had an AMA for a good 6 weeks now, but hopefully you guys know that we are keeping you up to date. We do share everything that's happening, but we know you like AMAs. We're sorry it's taken so long to get one done, but obviously the SafeMoon partnership was a great trigger to get us all together again. Hopefully we've got some SafeMoon Army joining us. Everybody knows there's this great affinity between the two projects, so welcome to anybody who might be new. So for those new, I'm just going to talk for a few minutes firstly about our project and what we do, why we're unique, why we're so successful at this stage. And then I'm going to very briefly give an update, just literally a sentence on each thing, and then we'll open up to questions. Okay, so EverGrow, we only actually launched 4 months ago, which is, I think, for anyone involved in the project, it feels like we've been running for about 10 years. We all look at least 10 years older now. We've paid out $34 million almost in Binance US dollars. So that makes us by far the world's biggest project paying stablecoin passive income. I think you could probably combine all the other projects together and we'd still be several times bigger. So we've done incredibly well paying out significant viable income to our holders. Our holders are about 135,000. So we've grown organically. What I mean by organically is we didn't do airdrops. We didn't pay any YouTubers or influencers to effectively shill the project. So our growth has been through educational articles, through our community, through YouTubers who have come on board because they like what they were seeing. So we always try to help like YouTubers. If they make a great video about us, we'll share it, etc. We think that's the right way to do things. And I think really it's just education has been the thing for us. We're not sort of the FOMO culture that you see in crypto. We like to educate people. We still managed to be the #1 launch of 2021. And I'll be honest, we faced some serious challenges. And I'm happy to talk about the challenges and potentially things that you could call negatives in our project, because I think it's good to be transparent about both sides. So just as we were getting going, we had a fantastic launch. We were growing incredibly fast. Our daily volume was paying brilliant rewards to our holders, by far the biggest rewards crypto has ever seen. And we were hit by this double whammy. Firstly, I think so many people know about this. CoinMarketCap had the most ridiculous data error. It caused a spike in our charts, and it showed us then down 99.999%. And after this huge FUD campaign, other projects were fudding us. Like the global media was writing articles warning people about crypto investors, using EverGrow as an example, saying we were 99.99% down according to CoinMarketCap, all this stuff. And I'm sure that the SafeMoon holders listening know that they've had issues with CoinMarketCap again. So we hope that eventually becomes more consistent. And then suddenly, while all this was happening, we basically started this 2-month-long collapse of the entire global crypto market. So our launch, in reality, couldn't have been at a worse time. We had a month of incorrect data from CMC. We lost our momentum. We were well over $1 billion market cap at that point. So you could say, that we launched into the worst possible macroeconomic conditions. But, the real positive is our strength and experience as a team survived and got through probably the hardest launch that you can imagine. Our contract itself was flawless throughout. So there was no contract issues ever. The rewards have always been paid flawlessly. It could have been game over for us. So many projects launched last year that are worth nothing now. They've slipped into obscurity. They had a few challenges and they collapsed. So we've shown that our project is incredibly robust. And I think I'm not saying I wanted to go through that stress, but I think it's proven a lot about the team around me and the guys and the community, how incredibly supportive our community are. So here we are, we're stronger than ever. We've got this big improved team now from when we launched. We've more than doubled our dev team. We brought on 3 full-time designers. So you're seeing these beautiful videos, images, but not only that, these guys have been responsible for the design of the EverGrow wallet, which is absolutely beautiful. Our NFT Marketplace lending platform, the social media content creation platform Creator. So beyond the designers, we've created now a full-time community committee who are doing brilliantly. It's about harmonizing our community. We have around 75 staff now working on community, which we think is the most important thing, because if you can't get your questions answered, it's like poor customer service. And we actually, we grew really quickly and we put our hands up, and there were some issues with our customer service, effectively, that's what you want to call it. And we addressed it and we created this amazing team. Obviously, we thank those guys as well. The other big significant decision that we've made is we've actually held off our biggest marketing plans because we're in this terrible macroeconomic environment. There is no point swimming against the tide. You're better off to just relax, float with it, okay? So we kept our educational articles flowing, we kept our community engagement high, running basic ads, etc. But we actually held back already until now significant marketing ideas to when markets are healthier. This is simply because when crypto markets are bad, everything drops. You can spend millions of dollars on marketing and it does nothing, okay? And we realize that. There's been no project spared from this when you see, the biggest projects in the world were down 20, 30%. So we decided to hold back. We slimline marketing. We were still taking on board almost 1,000 investors a day. But we've now got this great war chest for marketing coming up. So I want to talk about, again, for the new people, why we're so aligned with our community and our holders. So the project is truly aligned. That's not just a strap line. I want to explain why. So firstly, for us team guys, the core team members and the founders, we decided not to pay ourselves a salary. So we could have just said, look, let's give ourselves 6-figure salaries and we'd all be doing brilliantly. But we actually distributed a small amount of the original team wallet. We opened it up to BUSD rewards. None of the tokens have ever been sold or will be sold. And we only earn our salaries through those BUSD rewards, the same as you guys. So if there's a low volume day and you don't get very many BUSD rewards in your wallet, we earn less. We physically earn less that day ourselves. So we could not be more aligned with you. Now, we've been very transparent about that. What else can we talk about? While we're on the subject of that team wallet, actually, I just want to quickly say, this is important for transparency. We've always given you wallet addresses to track, etc. Now, because the SafeMoon listing is one example, obviously most of you are here and you're excited about the SafeMoon listing, which is brilliant, but we need to send them a significant amount of EverGrowCoin and a significant amount of dollars for liquidity. So we were looking at ways to do this. Should we do it from marketing, take money away from our marketing budget? Bad idea. We're going to use our own team wallet again to fund that. So the core team members are going to pay for that liquidity out of our own pockets. So you will see now the main team wallet. You're going to see those coins and some dollars in the future as well. So we're not going to just dedicate it all to buyback and burn, going over to SafeMoon and other exchanges. So we're going to fund the liquidity out of our own pockets. And we wanted to tell you that again. We want to show you that we care and we want to do everything we can to make this project successful. Beyond that, other ways that we align with investors is through the entire ecosystem. And any profits that we generate through our ecosystem, through our applications, will be used for buyback and burn. So I'm going to repeat that because I think it's the most significant thing in crypto history. Any profits that our utilities generate will be used for buyback and burn. Okay, there's no sort of board of directors and taking dividends and all this nonsense. We are going to give it straight back to the community. Okay, so for example, if Creator made $20 million of profits in a month, we would take that 20 million in profits and we would just buy EverGrowCoin with it. That pushes the price up, generates significant rewards for everybody holding EverGrow in the decentralized wallets. And then we'd immediately burn those tokens, they'd be out of circulation forever, reducing the overall supply and increasing the value of your wallets. Okay, so we started this project because we wanted to really look to legitimize crypto. Everyone knows now my background is investment management, fundamental investment research, etc. I wanted to create a project that had true fundamental value for investors. Income is true value. Okay, it's like a dividend. If you're earning income from a stock, that helps you value it fundamentally. And our ecosystem is going to self-generate volume and rewards. So this is the direct relationship between the utilities we're building and you, the investors. This is why we believe that once we're up and running with our ecosystem, we are going to aim for that top 20 position in global cryptos, because we think we're going to be one of the only projects in the world where the market cap can actually be attributed to true underlying value like a traditional stock. So just before I move on from this is exactly what the traditional investment markets want to see. So, you know, traditional markets are worth $38 trillion and the crypto market is worth about 1.7. There's this huge potential growth available in our space, but that money won't flow from the traditional markets unless the traditional markets can attribute fundamental value to projects like ours. So this is ultimately our mission, and this is why we have such high expectations. Right, so hopefully that's quite clear for everybody. So let's jump back into marketing. So in simple terms, we've just not reached enough people, EverGrowCoin. We've done brilliantly, but we've not reached enough people. Our Twitter has only 50,000 followers. There are some cryptos around, and sure, they're older than us. You know, we've done great, but we're still a young project. But there are some cryptos around with 20 to 40 times more followers than we have. And this is the interesting opportunity for EverGrow, because despite our very small reach so far, we've built a very impressive number of genuine wallet holders. We have a 330 million-ish, I don't know what it is now, market cap. But also our holders actually have very large individual wallets relative to the industry itself. So there's a lot of confidence when people have done their due diligence on us that they're willing to make higher investments. So it's just a case of getting in front of people. It's an area, really, again, as I explained, due to the timing of our launch, the macroeconomic conditions, we've barely got going, okay? Obviously, we're so excited about this partnership with SafeMoon. We're so closely linked with SafeMoon. Everyone who knows me knows I was an early SafeMoon investor as well. We know so many of you hold both projects. We have nothing but respect for SafeMoon. SafeMoon are just brilliant at marketing, okay? The SafeMoon army is incredibly passionate, loyal, impressive. They have 1.4 million followers on Twitter. That is outstanding. Now, we know that our challenge is not really convincing people to invest in us. It's actually finding people that we can educate, and then they automatically will invest in us. All the data shows that. So this partnership and standing alongside SafeMoon makes us the two best rewards projects in the world. But EverGrow is only reaching a fraction of the people that SafeMoon reach. So this partnership is going to obviously allow SafeMoon holders to learn about our project. The billboards are big news. We haven't really talked too much about that. That's going to be 2 full weeks, major billboards across Salt Lake City, Chicago, Dallas. Apparently around 9 million views a day on those billboards. So that's actually going to be the most significant exposure EverGrow's ever had. So despite how well we've done, we're really just getting started with our marketing. So we've got all these marketing campaigns that have been lined up, which we think will eventually reach hundreds of millions of investors. That's what needs to happen. We're positioned. We're ready to launch for some campaigns. We're having talks ongoing. One example I could talk about, it's still in the works. I was having direct conversations with the head of rights, stadium rights, etc., with a Premier League football club last week. This is the sort of thing we're aiming for. That could lead to something truly outstanding if it goes the right way. And we would never underestimate the importance of marketing. And it has really just been that we've held back until now. So as the economic conditions improve, the crypto market improves, it's going to be something huge. It's going to make a huge difference to our whole project to reach a huge number of new people. So that's really the importance of everything. It's the importance of the announcement with SafeMoon is that it's the trigger for us to move into the next phase. Let's talk quickly with some basic updates. Creator is continuing to improve every day. The devs are working really hard. We're really, really pleased with it. For those who don't know, Creator is going to be the world's first social media and content creation platform that will integrate both crypto and fiat payment options. We expect it to launch within this quarter. It's going to be the most feature-rich social media platform ever built. It's going to integrate features from Facebook, OnlyFans, Patreon, and new ideas. The beta testers are feeding back great stuff to us already. It's not gone into a wide beta yet, so please don't worry if you haven't been invited to beta. Excuse me. And to explain again, revenue from Creator will be used for that buyback and burn. So any profits that Creator make will be used for buyback and burn. And remember, we're in a really beneficial position. When we launched Creator, for example, we already have a 135,000 strong community. No social media platform ever launched with an existing community like that. So it's a real benefit for us. Quickly, our NFT Marketplace, you guys have seen now what it's going to look like. It's beautiful. Remember, it's really innovative. It's going to be multi-chain. It's going to have NFT lending, which will be a first. And I like to say we're actually ahead of schedule. Yes, you guys love to tell us how behind schedule we are. I will remind you that we are still in Q1. I think crypto investors think that Q1 is the 1st of January, and all other investors think that Q1 is the end of March. So we are on schedule for this, and we actually think we're ahead of schedule with the NFT Marketplace. We expect to go live comfortably before the end of the quarter, so that's really good. We can't wait to start sharing more of that with you. Some exchange news. We are finally going to be going live on Bitrue. That's just been delayed, apparently due to some staffing issues there, and we're not quite sure the full story. The significance of our Bitrue exchange listing, they're obviously a very prestigious exchange anyway, but that's going to trigger our Simplex deal. That's all signed, ready to go, Simplex, but they needed us to partner with one of their exchanges. That's going to give us that direct buy button for EverGrowCoin, where you can use fiat to directly buy. You can use that. Remember, we already have a swap on our website available, and that's going to be integrated as a single easy buy button. It'll also be in our upcoming wallet, and we're also in talks about integrating this into some of the biggest wallets in the world. Now, not many tokens have a direct buy button in the big wallets, and that's what we're working towards. Ultimately, Simplex deal is a lot more than you realize at this stage. We can't really talk about why, but the Simplex deal could be far more significant in our other utilities in the future. We are going to be able to release some news very, very soon about how EverGrow is going to be in the metaverse a lot quicker than you guys think. I can't say the exact date, but I've seen a released video from our partner in the metaverse, an existing project that's up and running already, and it's pretty exciting stuff. Now, I don't want to give dates on the release, but I would hope that in the next week or two that you guys are going to start learning about EverGrow and Creator in the metaverse. Now, think about Creator in the metaverse. Think about being able to talk to your favorite influencers in a virtual space. But beyond that, think about our NFT Marketplace, which is actually in a live gallery that you can walk around in the metaverse. So these are the pretty cool things that are happening. We really hope to be able to talk about that with you very, very soon. Again, this is a big partnership. It's not fully signed yet, but all the fundamentals are agreed. Just sorting out the last stuff, but we are so far into it that we've already made the release video and stuff like that. We just hope to get that with you in a week or so. Wrap something up we've actually been quite quiet about. We know lots of you want this. Certic audit is already fully underway. We've been working with them for a few weeks. KYC is completed, etc. We're already showing a very healthy score because you actually get a score on Certic while the project's being onboarded. I think it's been showing 5% progress for the last 2 weeks or so. I suspect that will move very quickly. I don't know why it hasn't moved, but yeah. So Certic, it's a real seal of approval. Certic, it helps when you're about to be exposed to a large number of investors to have that seal of approval. It might help with some of our issues like CMC, getting verified on Twitter, getting your wiki page. These are really challenging for 4-month-old projects. It's very hard to get these things done. So we think Certic audit's going to have significant fundamental value. Okay, so hopefully that's a wrap up. There's so much to cover. I hope I haven't forgotten anything important, but I'll pass back to Paul. And if anyone else, Jacob or Praveen, want to say anything, now'll be the time. Okay, so I'm going to mute for a minute and pass back to Paul.
Thanks, Sam. I just wanted to jump in a little quick about the Certic. We want to let you know that we went for the full package, the most expensive one. So we got all the security and the audit and the Skynet, which is running 24/7 to make sure our contract is safe. You can also check the EverGrow page on Certic. And yeah, we're just waiting for them to to start the audit.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jacob.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it is a big deal, the Certic thing. We didn't want to announce it until we were fully underway, so it's been a process so far. We're all onboarded onto the website. They're just now doing the audit after having done all the KYC last week.
Yeah, we wanted to tell you guys after we did the KYC, because now everything was done from our side, so we're just waiting for to hear news from them. So yeah, just keep an eye on it.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate that. Okay, I'll be taking questions now. just so everyone knows, I'm going to bring you up. Please keep yourself muted until I call on you. Ask one question, please. No follow-ups, and then I'll mute you. And we'll try to get through as many questions as possible. We'll take probably 15, 20 minutes. I also have some people feeding me on Discord some questions. And you can also go to our community page. It's at EverCommunity, and DM us some of your questions, and they will forward them to me. So please be kind to us up here. And I'm going to bring you up one at a time right now. And please be silent until you're called on, because it takes a second for it to connect. That's why I bring multiple people up at one time. And we'll try to get through some. And please ask questions that have to do with, what Sam talked about. Anything minor can be answered in our Discord or Telegram. We don't want to get into that minor stuff. We want to give as much information to the people listening as possible. Okay, let's start with hey John.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Great job, guys. I had a question. In regards to the saving partnership, are you guys using their products and white labeling it in a sense to expedite the EverGrowCoin roadmap?
Simple answer, no. But how are you? Hey, John, good to see you. No, we're not doing that. It's the initial partnership phase is obviously the swap and the wallet listing and the significant marketing. And then we're going to have further meetings with them to see, look, I'll be honest, I've wanted this to happen for quite a while. Obviously, we know SafeMoon are listing a number of projects. That's great. But look, with two projects as powerful as SafeMoon and EverGrow, we can really make a difference with some, with some more significant joint ventures, we hope, in the future. Now, all this stuff needs to be discussed. But the idea behind both projects is, we need to legitimize this space. And I don't think there's tokenomics projects should, I'll say this, maybe I'm popular, we should be replacing the meme projects of 2021 in the top echelons of the cryptoverse, okay? Because we are providing genuine income, fundamental value, utility, et cetera, So this is where we can make a powerful partnership with great projects in the same space as ours.
Okay, Sam, I had a question here from online. I can't read the name. Can you tell us, besides which was announced, the Billboards and the swap listing, was there any? Do you have any further?
No,
ideas
I
of how
probably
this partnership?
I probably just answered that, to be honest. I think
Okay.
I answered that exactly. So yeah, let's try
Okay.
another one.
All right. Let's go to CT Crypto, please. Or JT. I'm sorry, JT.
Hi, yes, thanks for bringing me up. The question I have, in terms of growing your Twitter followers and around all your social media platforms, have you considered getting verify your profile on Twitter? There's a lot of scams, like they create the same Twitter handle and can confuse
Yes,
new
I mean,
investors.
Yes, this is the problem. Is yes, we've applied for verification twice, and it's been actually automatically rejected within 30 seconds. I mean, it's frustrating. I honestly think it's just the age of the project. It's incredibly hard to get verified. It's the same with like Wikipedia. There was an editor actually who created a Wikipedia profile for us. It seemed absolutely fine, and then another editor just decided to take it down. So these are the challenges with a new project. We think the Certic will help with this sort of stuff. We're trying to understand exactly what Twitter need for verification, because we're in hundreds of news sources online. We have a huge active community. Maybe the Certic audit will help with these things. But yeah, don't think we don't try these things constantly. But obviously, once you attempt Twitter verification, we got bot rejected. Our rejection actually might well have been that we had like links to Discord, etc., which effectively are masked links. So they open up an app on your phone, whatever. They open up the Discord app. It may well have been something as simple as that. But we're trying to investigate it. As you probably know, you don't get any help from these organizations. They're not going to say, oh, hey guys, yeah, if you do this, this, and this, we'll verify you. They just reject you or they accept you. So we think we'll get it done. It's an absolutely valid point. That blue tick will make a big difference. Getting a Wikipedia article will make a big difference. It's all stuff that I'm very confident will happen in the next couple of months. Very difficult for new accounts, and we are a new account, guys. to get those things, but it will happen eventually.
Daniel S. asks, can you disclose the areas of the address of the EGC SafeMoon billboards in Salt Lake City, Chicago, or Dallas?
No, they're not live yet. Once they go live, we will. We're just agreeing the final content, and they'll be live for a full 2 weeks. So this is stuff that we've never done before. We've never been on a billboard. EverGrow we launched at the worst possible time you can imagine. Launching like a few weeks before a bear market is bad. So these are all things that, this is just the start of our marketing campaign. And this is why I'm so impressed by our project, where we've held it together through the most awful market conditions, because a new project is going to be the height of FUD. When a new project drops in value, nobody goes, oh, Ethereum's down 30%, BNB's down 30%, Bitcoin's down 20%, the entire altcoin market is down 80%. They go, this is a new launch, it's a rug pull. So we had this massive FUD attacks, people calling us criminals and all this stuff. I mean, people who know me know I'm one of the most sort of open, and I'm a well-known investment manager in Europe. My face is in newspapers and things like this. People know me, and yet people still do these crazy FUD attacks on new projects when the price falls. And we don't know if this is investors or rival projects. Sometimes investors can be their own worst enemy, because they haven't got the discipline to hold an investment, so they just get angry and they lash out. But so it'd be great to see how effective these billboards are, because it's things that we've obviously thought about. I did mention quite a decent conversation I had with a Premier League football club. Something like that would be unbelievable. Like that would be one of the most significant marketing campaigns that you could do globally. And we've had a couple of conversations. So it's time for us to start marketing, but we still need that little bit of stability in the market, which I hope we're going to see now.
Yeah, and we will release those addresses for you guys, so you can go visit them and take pictures if you want. I know that's what a lot of people want to do. Okay, let's go to Moose.
Hey guys, I appreciate you taking my question. I was just wondering how the tokenomics are going to work on the SafeMoon exchange. Is it similar to like Bitmart in that situation, or are they embracing the full tokenomics?
Let's see. This is the nice one for Praveen to test his microphone. Hey, man.
I guess this is Praveen. So actually, it's similar like PancakeSwap. Like all the transactions will be taxed by the contract and then sent to the liquidity pool, but we can transfer some of the liquidity pool from PancakeSwap to the SafeMoon swap, and then.
So it won't affect any of our rewards or anything. It's all coming out of the same liquidity. It's all coming from the same pool, correct?
Yeah, so you can assume that it's everything is similar. Like their SafeMoon swap contract is almost identical to PancakeSwap contract. So if any transactions happens on Binance blockchain, then that transaction will automatically get taxed by our contract. So everything will still work the same. As Bitmart is centralized exchange, so it was a different thing. But SafeMoon swap is DEX, so we won't be facing an issue with them, and it will go.
Yeah, so the idea is it should be pretty much seamless. We don't anticipate any issues, because, as Praveen said, it should work exactly the same.
Okay, Ahmed.
Yes, I just want to thank you, all the team, for bringing EverGrow to the world. I am in EverGrow since third week, and I believe in EverGrow since. Sorry, I just want to ask my question right now. I believe in EverGrow since Sam he said that EverGrow here to stay, and I never sold, and I'm happy, and I believe in this project because of the team. My question is, are we expecting any delayed about any of the roadmap projects? And there is a question out of what we are talking
one
about
question
today.
One question.
Yeah, so we've got to be strict on the one question thing, because I'm 40 now, so I can't remember more than one question at a time. So I think I just answered a question lots of other people wondering how old I was. We don't really expect any delays. We're on schedule for the Q1 launches. The only thing that we've held off on is the liquidity. It's the staking. just because staking, as I've said this on Twitter a few times before, staking needs, you know, relatively steady conditions for it to be successful for people on both sides. So people who stake and people who don't stake. And I've said this a few times. When you stake, you're removing, you know, volume effectively. You're removing trading volume, and also what you don't want to happen is for a lot of price, negative price fluctuation potentially, or also positive price fluctuation can affect staking. So the only utility. And it's not, look, staking isn't a utility. Staking is just something you can turn on or off. It's a day or two of work. It's not a significant utility. But beyond that, everything is very positive and very good. So I think you guys know that we had teething problems. Even the website launch wasn't particularly smooth, and we learned a lot of lessons from that. So now we've dedicated individual devs to projects. So like we're really happy with the NFT Marketplace, for example. We have a dedicated team. That's all they're working on, and they work alongside the designers to make sure. So the designers are very technical as well, so it makes sure that everything works smoothly. So we know everything's going well in terms of development of the ecosystem. So yeah, and I said the only thing that you could possibly say would be inverted commas delayed would be the staking pools. It's not about delaying them. It's about making sure that when we launch them, it's at the right time for everybody to take advantage of it in the best way.
All right, the crypto foo.
Hey, what's up, Sam? I have more of a follow-up question to a previous one from a couple months ago. It was regarding we were gonna be able to have like a way to legally transact in like the Emirates or the Arabs or something like that, and you didn't have an answer for it then. I was wondering if you had anything on that now.
I think you were talking about Sharia compliant,
right? Yeah. There you go.
And I think at the same time we said, look, clearly, I don't think EverGrow can do that on our own. Like it's very difficult to sort of go, okay, let's create a Sharia compliant version of an individual token. So I think it's something that we would obviously like embrace if there was a solution out there, but I don't think it's something that an individual project can do. I think it's just beyond our it'abilities at this stage, unfortunately. And you know, we are still a growing project. We have to focus our sort of time on things that we can achieve. So it'd be a complex thing, but it's definitely, you know, it's a really important thing that you're saying. But I think it's something for the whole crypto space to think about rather than just one project.
All right, Caddy Wills.
Hey, how's it going? If Crater gets as big as we all hope it does, is there a team in place to handle like IT and data server storage and all that stuff?
Yeah, no, it's a really good point, and it's effectively, yes, there's gonna be a dedicated Crater, an entire management team for Crater and a tech team, obviously. And it's not just for Crater. You know, every utility that we produce is going to need ongoing tech support. You can't launch a utility that will have millions of users and not actually have dedicated tech for it. So simple answer, yes.
All right, Mohammed Cash.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, thank you for having me on, Sam and the team. You're doing a great job. I just wanted it's quite a futuristic question. I just wanted to ask if the EverGrow wallet would possibly have some sort of payment card facility that could possibly be used with merchants or online payments or anything as such with fiat or crypto. Is that something that might happen, could happen?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We've always said, you know, you've already seen the basic design for EverGrow wallet. We've always said that we're going to integrate, you know, the most advanced features available. It's not, you know, this is interesting because we're on a call with lots of SafeMoon listeners. To introduce that element takes, you know, regulation and things like this, which is as most of you know, I come from the regulated finance world. So those things are something that, you know, in all honesty, a project needs to look at when they're in a more mature phase, and we're in that sort of startup growth phase at the moment. So absolutely, we have this ecosystem that we've launched now on our launch, but that ecosystem in 2 years' time is going to be, you know, far bigger than where we're starting here. This is just our launch ecosystem. So the focus will be, let's get everything done that we've promised we'll get done. When that's all running smoothly, then we go, right, what's next? How can we become the number one project in the world? That's going to be our approach. We will tick off everything as we go. nice, organized, logical approach to the whole development of the project.
All right, just so you guys know, I'm going to end this in 9 minutes, exactly at 1:45. I want to keep it about 45 minutes long. Safe Moon Search.
What's going on, everyone? What's up, Sam? Paul's good talking to you again. Well, real quick question. So as far as the liquidity pool for the SafeMoon swap, how is that going to be transferred? Are you guys transferring a portion of it, leaving the other portion in the Pancake swap? Could you kind of elaborate on that?
Well, as I said, so we're going to fund it from our team wallet. So we're going to be sending, equivalent of hundreds of thousands of dollars over there. And then we already do this with exchanges as well, effectively ensuring it's topped up. So this is an ongoing thing that we're used to. We have to send tokens and money to exchanges to keep liquidity. So initially it will be funded actually by the team, by our own wallet. And that's why we've said on the opening, if there's a transfer out of the team wallet, you guys can track it. It's going to SafeMoon liquidity. It's not going into our pockets. We've always said, track any transfers. Team tokens will never be sold, but we will use them to benefit the project when we can.
All right, Billy.
Good morning from Australia. How are we? First time joiner, long time listener.
Nice.
So I've been in crypto personally since about 2016. Giving EverGrow's reflections. From I guess the team question, but from your point of view, are you trying to obviously network with these other tokens and try to get in contact with them or stuff like that? Because there's pros and cons to that, right? Which I don't think we have time.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting thing. It's like obviously we think, well, like, do they have the potential to damage our project, for example? And I think the answer is fundamentally no. Look, there's a lot of clone projects that have come out, and I don't think that's particularly healthy. But the projects that are truly innovative and they're doing great stuff in the space, we appreciate them. We've shown that appreciation. If a project is going down a certain road, they have unique utilities, a unique approach, they built their own contract, and they're offering EverGrow rewards, we're going to be nice to them, and we will consider how we can support them in the future. It's as simple as that. We really appreciate it's nice. It gives us a warm fuzzy feeling to think someone's actually put months of planning into a project that is rewarding people with our token. The volumes from these projects aren't significant at this stage. I'd say the total paid out in all these projects combined is probably around about a day of our normal volume. But that's not me being negative. I'm just saying that's the facts of growing projects. It's going to take them time to add to it. But this is a big space. Crypto is a big space. There's going to be lots of projects, and for us, the most important thing is that the projects are high quality, good teams, legitimate focus, the right approach to the industry. And if they tick all those boxes, I don't think there's going to be any downside to EverGrow giving them some support, some thanks for reflecting in EverGrow. I think it's a win-win overall. Well, what I don't see is it costing us hold. I don't see it cannibalizing us. I just don't see it happening. There have been so many projects that have launched off the back of EverGrow, like trying to, let's offer 10% rewards and see if it makes the 10% BSC. It doesn't. All that means they're charging more tax. There's been so many tried to take advantage of the contract that we launched, and those projects are all pretty much gone now. So we're not worried about anyone cannibalizing. But what we like is a really cool project, and if it offers EverGrow rewards, that's cool. We like it. We're happy, and we do dialogue. And it's not just projects offering EverGrow rewards. I truly believe in partnerships. I truly believe that an investment wallet should hold several positions. As someone who advised people on how to invest, hundreds of millions of dollars over my career, the first thing I'd always say to investors is, have a little bit of diversification, do your due diligence and research, et cetera, et cetera. So there's space in this industry for, as I said at the beginning, there's $38 trillion in the normal investment markets, and there's 1.7 trillion in crypto. We have a lot of space to grow. There's a lot of money that needs to flow into our industry, and the only way it will flow into our industry is if we create more and more legitimate projects.
All right, I'm going to take 4 more questions. Fred? Fred, unmute yourself. All right, let's go to Kevin. Oh, there you go. There you go, Fred. Go ahead. Oh, we can't hear him. Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, EverGrow team. Thanks for taking my question. Some exciting times right now, and I just had a question towards the creator. Wanted to know, are you guys time to share any influencers that you're in talks with for the creator? And if you can't share any of the influencers, can you share how many followers they actually have? Thank you.
We've got to be careful because we can't, basically. That's because obviously they don't want to suffer issues on their current platforms. So we're going to be very subtle. The approach is actually going to be to have a group of significant influencers and then a sort of second tier of influencers who may have sort of between 20 and 100,000, but that could be as many as 50 plus of the second tier. And if you actually think about what that would mean in real numbers, you know, that could lead to millions and millions of people signing up to Creator within the first month. This is why, you know, gosh, everyone's so impatient for Creator to go live. But honestly, you do not want Creator to go live before it's ready, because if 1 million people sign up within a month and Creator isn't able to handle that, it would be disaster for us. And this is why we have to say to the community, guys, be mature. You know, we are building a major global company here. You've got to be mature investors. This isn't When Lambo. If you want When Lambo, go and buy a meme coin and like, you know, see what happens. But we're trying to build a project that's going to provide you with passive income for the rest of your lives. So we always say, like, let us do this properly. Give us time to do it properly.
And the beta is going great. I just want to say I'm one of the beta testers, and I'm working on it every night. It is going absolutely fantastic. So we can't wait to share it with you guys. So just like Sam said, we want it to come out, you know, really good. Steve?
Hey guys, yeah, thanks for the AMA. I guess it's somewhat of an extension of the last question. Regarding Creator and bringing influencers on board, can you give a little insight on sort of what you're using as like a hook of sorts to bring creators over? I understand that there's 0% commission on EGC and 5% on fiat and other crypto, which is quite low. But I guess more specifically, I'm asking, how are you going to combat potentially like the much lower ad revenue that they would see, at least at the beginning?
In essence, yeah, we're just going to make it very attractive, just to attract them, to bring them in. Obviously, we will get ads running as well on Creator as and when we've got the numbers to justify it, which again may not take so long. I don't want to give specifics about how we're attracting people, because it might create some conflicts. But you know, I can be quite straightforward with the fact that, you know, they can have sort of commission-free periods for coming on board and other benefits. I can't go too much into detail because it might jeopardize individual negotiations on that.
Okay, 2 more questions. Brett?
Hey Sam, hey Paul, thank you guys. So obviously this would probably be NDA, so I was just looking for like a yes or a no for Sam. But obviously the SafeMoon partnership is huge, right? 2 of the biggest, you know, cryptos out there, I think, that I own both. Obviously you guys are coming out with a wallet and an exchange. They have a wallet. They're working on. Are there plans for you guys to work directly together on much bigger things behind the scenes? You know, in the future between EverGrow and SafeMoon, besides just being listed on the SafeMoon swap?
Yeah, I mean, this is an area where it's really hard to say a lot, but where I'm very keen to explore, because, you know, what we were talking about, if there were a more significant partnership potential on the horizon, I think everyone would recognize that the most important thing is not to effectively clash too much with each other. So I think you have to watch this space. I think this partnership with the co-advertising, etc., is where we are now. There is not an intention for that to be the only thing going forward. As I said, you know, my personal expectations is for us to change the entire perception of the space. I think tokenomics rewards projects should be right at the top of the crypto world, and they're not. I mean, there's some great projects at the top of the crypto world, and there's also a load of sort of meme coins based on dogs. So you know, we've got to get serious, and I think 2022 is as I said before, where we want the traditional markets to look at crypto and say, where can we move some of these trillions of dollars? There's been incredible growth in the traditional markets over the last sort of 10 years. And many may say that it's growing too quickly. And potentially some of those funds need to diversify elsewhere.
Okay, we're almost at 1:45, and the last question, AP.
Hi, I just wanted to ask a quick question. Just wanted to know if anyone from the EverGrow team will be in Dubai for the crypto expo in March.
Yeah, this is a tough one because we did discuss a potential keynote speech. I'm not shy getting up and doing seminars and talks. I've done a lot of that in my career. The only issue is, I mean, I'm in Dubai at the moment. The only issue is something like that actually takes an awful lot of time and work. And I'll be honest, it's really just a balance to saying that we're at such a critical stage of this project with our utilities, all, you know, our significant utilities due this quarter, and preparing for one of those events actually involved marketing, employing staff, preparing for speeches and things like that. So it's possible I might attend. It's possible that we might do something there, but it's just really tough at this stage of our journey. So we're going to have to put a lot of thought into it. We have been invited effectively for me to potentially do a keynote speech if I want to. And I know people think it'd be crazy for me not to, but you know, these things, they're useful, but they tend to sort of be quite transient. They don't change fundamental value of a project necessarily. So not the best answer to that question to end the night, but I'm just not quite sure if we could divert the resources to it, because it would take a couple of weeks of planning at the busiest possible time that we're in at the moment. So
Sam,
we're not gonna.
Sam,
Yeah.
can I ask a question real quick? And this I thought was kind of important because this goes back to what you said a few months ago. And it's actually from Nate in Discord. In the future, do you foresee the CEX, the centralized exchanges, adopting the tokenomics of DeFi in the future?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. And some of them are working on this already. And the big ones are working on this. And this is why I believe that the next wave of the giant crypto projects are going to be, you know, tokenomics, DeFi projects. And I think the reason that they aren't right now, a lot of it is down to the restrictions of the exchanges themselves. You know, when the biggest exchanges in the world can't offer the tokenomics in true form, that holds us back. And I think that is going to change big time this year. And it's another reason why I have so much confidence in this project. I think the only reason that the likes of SafeMoon and EverGrow aren't in the top 20 is down to the fact that the industry isn't quite ready. It's almost similar to, like, you know, Tesla and electric vehicles. Like it's like the infrastructure needs to be built first, and then they can explode. So Tesla built their own infrastructure, which is interesting with the charging, and it's got to be just more than Tesla. It has to be, you know, electric car chargers everywhere. It's the same with decentralized exchanges and tokenomics. There has to be ways to buy them easily everywhere. So from our own point of view, we can make it easy. That's what we're working on over the next few weeks. We hope that will go live. For people who are just coming to EverGrow, going onto our swap on our website, it's going to be very easy for them to buy EverGrow. But you need it to be easy within a major global exchange. So it's got to go that way. It will go that way. I've got no doubt, and I think it will happen this year, and I think it will change the entire league table of cryptos. And I think this is where the tokenomics projects are going to benefit this year.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up now. Any last words, Jacob, Previn, or Sam? I think we're done here.
Yeah, we're good. If no other questions, and also if there are more questions, you can also ask on Discord or Telegram or Twitter, and we have support everywhere.
Yeah, okay, it's a good thing to add that at the end. And you know, we've started just in the last week or so the Ever Community Twitter, because we get a lot of people asking for technical support on our main Twitter, which isn't really a technical support channel. And so we thought, you know, people want that. So the Ever Community. So basically, as I said, we've got around 75 staff now helping with technical questions. So there's always somewhere to find it. So follow our official Twitter and follow the Ever Community Twitter for technical support. Join the Discord, Telegram, etc. I'm sure that's what Paul was about to say anyway. I don't have much more to say. I think, you know, this is where we start moving now. You know, in terms of the marketing push, the SafeMoon exposure is going to be a great catalyst for us. There's going to be more to come in the next couple of days on SafeMoon's side for that, and then the billboards will go live within a few days. And suddenly EverGrow is going to be seen by millions of people, more than we've ever been seen by. And as I said right at the beginning, we have statistically far higher individual wallet sizes than pretty much any project. So when people invest in EverGrow, they invest a lot more money. So all we need really is to expose ourselves to more people, because we have a tiny reach at the moment. Like I said, 20 to 40 times smaller than many crypto projects. But we can just grow that now. Everything's in place. The utilities are on their way. We've got the community structure sorted out, so the community is running very smoothly now. Now we're ready to really grow our exposure. The aim, the very simple aim, is to grow to 1 million organic wallets, organic holders this year. That'll be huge growth for us, and to get that volume up as well. So that's all from me. I'll leave Paul to close off. And guys, everyone who's new today, we're really grateful that you joined us. Welcome any SafeMoon Army people. As I said, there's a huge love between the two communities. It's always been really positive. So many people in both communities. So it's really great news. The SafeMoon list, and we're really happy about it, and the promotional stuff that goes with it. And watch this space. There's a lot more to come.
All right, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Everyone new, everyone's been here for a while. We really appreciate it. And I'll just say it again. You can, if anyone on Twitter wants any questions asked, you can DM us on the community page. It's Ever Community, at Ever Community, and we will get back to you within 24 hours. Usually a lot sooner than that. We've got a whole team over there, including myself, that answers questions. Go in our Discord, our Telegram, our private Facebook group, so many places where you can get questions answered, support, help, whatever you need. And also, a person I'd like to thank the SafeMoon After Dark team for having me last night. It was great. The community has been so welcoming and so awesome to us, and we really appreciate it. And we'll just end it there, and thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next AMA. Stay tuned for updates on Twitter in the next days and weeks to come. Thank you.
All right. Oops, locked the chat. Did not mean to do that. Oh shoot. Okay, so y'all could see chat. That's good. That's good that y'all can see chat. I'm gonna turn it off now. That's good that y'all can see chat. It's just bad because it was white over there. But anyways, so the price, we don't see any crazy price movement right now since the AMA ended, but we do see a lot of buying action since the AMA ended. You got some people trying to sold during the AMA, and then but right now you just got a lot of buys right now. Ooh man. So we got some good news. We got some real good news. We heard that Crater is coming out soon. We heard also that SafeMoon. We learned some more news about the SafeMoon utility, or not utility. SafeMoon. What's it called? SafeMoon. The SafeMoon partnership. Gosh, I cannot speak. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, y'all. We learned a lot about the SafeMoon partnership. That is what we learned a lot about. Okay, what it's gonna bring, how they have millions of users on their app, and how there's possibilities of them collabing on certain stuff. We also have the native EverGrowCoin is going to be a native token on a metaverse that's going to be coming out in the near future. Let me see what you guys are talking about in the comment section down below. I didn't get into that. Not sure what that means. EverGrow didn't get excited to team up with a meme coin. They teamed up with the #1 rewards token. #1 true, but I'm always hearing these are all ish coins, but I'm definitely doing well. I'll look into SafeMoon. Yeah, everyone is considered an ish coin. Everyone that's not Ethereum, they're like, okay, so the thing is, like, the people in like that have names and stuff that have like huge titles that don't take the time to really learn about these lower tokens or whatever. They say if a token doesn't have like more than $10 billion, like they keep changing it. At first it was like $100 million in trading in market cap value, then you're not considered a meme coin anymore. Then they said 1 billion, then $1 billion, then you're not considered a big meme coin. But then like you had tokens like SafeMoon hitting those values and stuff, and then what made them change it was the fact that Shiba and Dogecoin was hitting 17 billion, 100 billion, and stuff like that. So once you see like a token like Dogecoin and them reach those certain type of values, then you're like, yeah. So anything below safe or anything at Dogecoin's level is a meme coin or whatever. But not every coin below Dogecoin is a meme coin. XRP I believe is still below Dogecoin, or if not, I think Dogecoin is actually above XRP. XRP is not a meme coin at all though. You got XLM below Dogecoin, you got Tron below them. So yeah. But we had some great news, man. It was a great AMA. You got Crater. We got the Crater update. We got the NFT Marketplace update where they didn't confirm it's going to be released before Q1, but basically he confirmed he said that it's going, or Sam said that it's going ahead of schedule. So big hype about that. Not hype, but just ecstatic about that and hype about that. I'm hype about it. I'm not creating. We shouldn't get created. We shouldn't create hype about it. Now we're seeing some bigger buys. We see a $3,000 buy. And then we see a couple $100 buys. So yeah, it was a good AMA. I liked it. I missed my AMAs. Now I got to get back to something I did not miss, which is schoolwork. So y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. Don't listen to FUD. I'm shocked you don't know about SafeMoon. Yeah, SafeMoon is. I'm shocked. Tattoo, you don't know about SafeMoon. Tattoo's one of my lowest subscribers. Thank you for streaming, Legend. I appreciate it. Thanks for streaming from Tracy Phillips. I appreciate it for sure. I haven't been into crypto long, less than a year, but I've been hearing that kind of makes sense. If she was in crypto for less than a year, it makes sense because SafeMoon has not been out for more than a year. So it makes sense. MH. Pull back the brakes. But I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Don't have a war in my comment section, please. I like to, promote, give vibes and positivity over here. Love you all. You have a blessed one. Oh, I do plan on not having ads on my streams from now on. What I want to do now is to where streams, I don't have ads up while I'm streaming, but what's it called? I will put on ads once the stream ends. Now, if you guys want to take the time or like say you appreciate it and leave a donation for that or whatever, that's up to you. But while I'm streaming, not gonna make any money from it. But after I finish streams, I will put ads on there and stuff like that, and you'll see ads throughout the video and stuff like that. Love you all. You have a blessed one and stay safe. SafeMoon definitely does have utilities. I'm gonna say that, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.